You know, it's very, very sad about what happened to Charlie Kirk. It is very, very sad about what happened to Charlie Kirk. You see, not only Charlie Kirk was a chosen one, Charlie Kirk told the truth. And he always told the truth. And according to my wisdom of understanding, he had told the truth from the very beginning. And not only I was a fan of Charlie Kirk, I was a huge fan of Charlie Kirk. Even though he's gone from the earth, even though Charlie Kirk is gone from this earth, I am still a number one fan of Charlie Kirk. Why? Because the man always told the truth. He always told the truth. He was very wise and very clever. He did not care who he offended because the man always told the truth, whether you like it or not. I admire people like that. I admire people like that. I truly admire people like that because you don't have that many people like Charlie Kirk who really spoke his mind. But still, as you know, there will always be haters. There will always be haters because the truth is, if someone is speaking the true words about life, society, and God, the enemy and the devil do not want to hear that because the enemy and the devil cannot handle the truth. And that is the main reason why Charlie Kirk was killed. He was killed because he spoke his mind and he told the truth. And that is why he was killed. You see, the enemy always tried to destroy the truth. The truth really does bother the enemy. It always did. It always have been. It always will be. That's not going to change. But what really got me not mad, but furious, what really got me mad and furious, Charlie Kirk was killed right in front of his wife and two kids. This man was killed right in front of his wife and two kids. And the man just got engaged to his wife. How sad can that be? Imagine your husband giving a speech, talking about God and his mind, turning to, and some demon shoots him, kills him. You know, in a way, I'm really not surprised because, like I said, if a man of God, the chosen one, is talking about God, speaking the truth, the enemy hates that. The enemy cannot handle the truth. The enemy cannot handle the truth. And it's really sad that his wife had to go through that. She just imagine seeing your husband being killed right in front of your kids. Wow. I mean, you move on with your life, of course. You have to move on with your life. You have to move on with your life. That comes without saying. You move on, but you don't forget. No. How can any human being move on and forget a tragedy like that? You can't. I mean, if you do, then you are not human. If you do, then you are not human. So I pray for his wife. And but then again, I know that Charlie Kirk is in heaven, the real paradise. I know that he is in heaven, which is the real paradise. So to his wife, if I were you, I would not shed a tear because because your husband, Charlie Kirk, is in paradise, which is heaven. So don't shed a tear. So it's like people always say these things like, how do I know? But how do you know he's in heaven? How can a man like Charlie Kirk cannot be in heaven? Think about it. And people always claim, and there were demons and demons and enemy celebrating his death. Had a parade. They had a parade celebrating his death. They had a serious parade celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. That's really sad. Celebrating a man's death, a man of God. How can anybody do that? How can anyone do that? If anyone was a part of that celebration, if anyone was a part of that celebration, if anyone celebrated Charlie Kirk's death, guess what? You are going to hell for that. No question about it. Because Charlie Kirk was the chosen one from God. And how do I know? How do I know? Well, let's just say I just know. I don't need facts. I just know. I do not need facts. I just know. Bottom line. And this guy from CNN, oh my God. This guy, what's his name? Don Lemon from CNN. Don Lemon from CNN. This guy got to be the most worst, has to be the most worst guy that ever lived. He gonna call Charlie Kirk a racist, right? He gonna call Charlie Kirk a racist. And I'm like, how can you call this guy a racist when you had no research, right? But at the same time, Don Lemon is a homosexual. He is a homosexual, married to a man. How can you judge him? How can you judge him? I mean, I'm like, how you gonna judge a guy when you are a homosexual married to a man, right? This guy actually putting down Charlie Kirk, calling him names, whatever. When he's the one doing all of the sin, he is married to a man, and he's claimed that Charlie Kirk was a racist, right? But guess what? Charlie Kirk was not a racist at all. I did all my research, and I've seen all his videos. I've seen every last video that Charlie Kirk has done to the debate on colleges, all of them. I did not see no sign of racism at all. I did not see no sign of racism. But yet, you got people like Don Lemon from CNN talking to so-called comedians, and I'm quite sure you know who I'm talking about. So this guy got the nerve to put down Charlie Kirk when he is a homosexual married to a man. Like, dude, the old saying is, there is an old saying. There is a old saying. That old saying is, before you judge someone, know who you are. Before you judge anyone, look into the mirror. Look into the mirror and know who you are. You see, I mean, how can anyone like Don Lemon judge anyone? If anyone should be judged, it should be Don Lemon from CNN, without a doubt. And I'm quite sure, I'm quite sure that Charlie Kirk is in heaven. He has to be in heaven. And to his wife, to his beautiful wife, honey, don't worry. Your husband is in safe hands, no doubt. He's with the Father, the real Father, the real King of paradise, the real King. So he is okay. And I'm quite sure that right now, your husband is looking down on you right now. He is looking down at you right now and his beautiful kids right now. So don't worry. But you're gonna move on with your life. You are going to move on with your life, but you are not going to forget that tragedy. Not ever. As long as you live, you are not going to forget that. Even if you try, you're not going to forget that. And to all the haters, to all the haters, to all the haters, if you don't repent, if you don't repent, if you don't repent for what you did, if you don't repent right now on earth, you will do it in hell. If you do not repent right here on earth, guess what? You are going to pay for that sin a whole lot worse than you did here on earth. A whole lot worse. So like I said before, it's really sad about what happened to Charlie Kirk. It's really sad about what happened to Mr. Charlie Kirk. A great man. A great man. The chosen one. That great man. And to his wife, again, God bless you. God bless you.